Relatively soon, we're going to touch 50,000 people every month in our business. And if those 50,000 people are happy, it literally guarantees our success.
We want to make sure that when our guests come into our dealerships that it feels welcome and comfortable for them, just like when you'd have a family member come into your home. That's what we want our dealership experience to be like.
So they're coming into the dealership kind of nervous and scared, like, what's this experience going to be? What are they going to put me through to buy a car? And I think if you just think about all the things we're really taught with the Bergstrom basics, you know, have a warm, friendly greeting, try to use their name, be positive, do the things that are going to be what they want. I mean, this is their show, you know, they've worked hard to earn this money to buy this car, and it should be really a good experience for them.
When a guest inquires about a vehicle, the reason why they like to see the picture is they now don't know that vehicle is at your store. Number one dissatisfier to a guest is when you tell them you have the vehicle and it's not there. A guest inquires saying, tell me about this vehicle, and one of our sales consultants took it upon themselves to do a video of themselves with the vehicle the guest was inquiring, talking about the previous owner. Now, not giving name or person, but they had taken that vehicle in trade, so they could say, this is how the previous owner took care of this used vehicle. This is how special this vehicle is. Here's the options that it has. I'd love to take care of you. My team and I want to sell you this car. Come buy it from me. That guest called him and said, nothing more than, I want that car, I will buy it from you. I'll be there tomorrow.
Coolest thing is hearing a family come in where they're bringing their kids back in because the kids didn't want to miss the oil change event. They want to come back and get a balloon or go in the toy chest, or I'll go down in the pit underneath the car and wave to a kid from underneath the car that's watching the oil change get done. And it's just trying to make it magic on each visit is really, it's fun. It's what brings people back.
We've got the opportunity to give memorable experiences. And whether we like it or not, we're only seeing a guest on average twice a year. And so we have very little time to make sure that we can make up for the past. And when we only see them twice a year, that experience better be good. It better be memorable. They're paying for it. So we work together to make sure we give this Disney-like experience for the 2 times a year when we see them.
One day I just came to the realization that this isn't about teaching rules or basics. It's about living them and working each day to look for the opportunity to show people we care about them.
We had a guest that called our service consultant. She was stranded and frantic. It was very cold. She needed help, so rather than sending a tow truck, our technician went to rescue her. And not only did he go to help her out, but he also brought her a hot cup of coffee, just like what we would want to happen to one of our family members if they were stranded or in an emergency and needed help.
We ended up putting these digital picture frames in all of our stores. Next thing you know, the story started rolling in. Our sales consultant started to say, I walk away from our guests to go work with the sales manager to find a vehicle or locate a vehicle, and the guest, instead of sitting there watching their watch, they're watching this picture frame change every 10 seconds or every 5 seconds, and they're learning about me. And they come back, and instead of me saying, here's your price from my manager, the first question is from the guest saying, you have a Brittany Spaniel? So do I. And all of a sudden we start this relationship. At the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing because we're not machines, we're people.
I remember something that Tim Bergstrom had told me once before, and that was last. Listen, apologize, offer them a solution, and then thank them.
I find examples of really, really talented people working hard to accomplish our common goals. But if I look at that young lady or that guy, I know behind them there's a family, there's a house payment, there's a kid's education that they got to save for, there's an orthodontics bill, and there's also a support team that's saying, Mom, go do it, or daughter, go do it, or husband, I'm proud of you. All of those pieces we have to make sure that we don't ever lose track of, because they're an important part in why we're successful.
We have one heck of a team, and I couldn't be more proud of the team we have, and it's only going to get better.